break. This is the second half. So everybody grab some water. If you're brand new, I'm not going to be technically cooking anything in the second half. And I just got to tell you, it's so nice to not be fighting with the microphone, trying to get it reattached. So hopefully this new microphone is kicking it, whatever, because this is nice to not be attached to it and also to not be trying to figure out how to dispose of AAA batteries because it was killing me how many I was running through. Okay, so this is the second half. I am going to get something to drink. We are not actually making anything, but if my hair gets in the way, I have a handy dandy scrunchie to put it up. I am going to go ahead and take a sip of tea. My voice is much better. Hopefully I will not start coughing like I did last week. But if you are brand new, we're getting ready to start the second half. Hello, Barbara. We're getting ready to start the second half. So everybody grab some water or some hot tea or whatever your beverage, non-caloric beverage of choice is. Okay. And I will cough one time just to get it out of the way. Oh, and Melinda says, what a beautiful mug. This was made by a local crafter here called, I think it's called Open Kiln. Casey will have to remind me, but if y'all happen to be in Knoxville this week, October the 20th through the 22nd of 2021, we are having a pop-up shop, and I will be here all 4 days. So I'll be here October 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's from 10 until 4, and people like Open Kiln will be there. And yes, it is. It's a very beautiful mug, and I wish you could see how sparkly it was. Okay, and then I'll be here at KC Kitchen Center at 5902 Kingston Pike. We'll be having that pop-up. Okay, so so I had more than the one obligatory cough. Sorry about that. But I do have an extra cough drop. So today I brought the extra cough drop that I forgot last week. Okay, so we were talking about skinny sugar. In the first half of the chat, we were talking about being aware of sugar. So it's ironic that we have spent the last couple of weeks talking about, oh wait, hold on a second, I missed that. Melinda went to Sonic during happy hour and got a diet strawberry limeade. Oh, and she's drinking that. Yum. But we spent the last couple of weeks talking about the current WW plan, which is blue, green, and purple, and why you might choose one of those. My gut still tells me that you need to do this exercise. So some people have been saying that the colors themselves are going away. I don't know. I don't have any clue. And don't ask anybody to tell you, and don't believe rumors that you hear on the internet. Just wait till it happens. Again, it'll be okay. We will do it together. We will do all of this together. But my gut tells me that it's still a good idea for you to go back and review and think, am I blue? Am I green? Am I purple? What am I this week, this month, this year? You know, you can change. You don't have to be the same color all the time. But I think it's a good idea if you just evaluate your life and which color you think you might be right now, just to kind of get a handle on this. So, last week we were talking about my theories. So my theory number one, again, they're just theories, but my theory number one is that the plan is going to be even more personalized. And when they switched to blue, green, and purple, that was the first time I can think of, and I've been doing Weight Watchers for over a quarter of a century, over 25 years. That's the first time that I can think of that it was actually individualized for me, and not the majority of the people. Like I could make it more individualized to me. Theory number two, I think they're going to focus more on what you will eat instead of so much what you should eat. I don't think that's gone, but I think they're going to focus more on what we will eat, can eat, depending on our lifestyle. Number three, I think that the point values will be calculated differently. Again, don't know how, but I think it's going to be different. And theory number four, even though I like things in threes, I think health and wellness are still going to be top. I think they're going to be top, and they're going to be an even bigger focus. So based on those feelings, we've been talking about the different plans. You can go back and watch the other chats. We talked about we talked about purple first, because that's the plan that I'm doing right now. Then we talked about blue last week, barely through all of the coughing. This week we were talking about green. So WW My Way Green is it's the old Smart Points Beyond the Scale plan. And it was the first time that we really talked about healthier eating as opposed to just weight loss. So when it was named Beyond the Scale, that was when we started talking about non-scale victories. We talked about things besides just the scale. We were moving beyond the scale and just the number on the scale. I find it ironic because we started talking about health. But I find it ironic because WW My Way Green has the least number of 0-point foods. And the point system seems to really encourage more processed and convenience foods, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I got to go on the old Points Plus program. Eating almost everything I consumed was either out of a box, out of a bag. You know, I ate Fiber One bars like they were going out of style. And I stuck more things in the microwave than I ever have before. And I lost weight and I got to go. Yeah, so I mean, I lost weight. But based on my family's history, I don't know if that's really how I want to live right now. But there are some of you who that is how you need to live right now. So let's get back to green. Why is green different? Green, nothing is still free. Doesn't matter which color you're on. Nothing is free. It's all 0 points. So 0 points versus free makes me think about it. You know, think about the food a little bit differently and process it a little bit differently. So free to me is eat all you want until you explode. And 0 points means let's eat a serving at a time and see if we're satisfied or if I want to go back for a second serving, you know, of that 0 point food. On green, you have over 100 0 point foods, but some things like starchy vegetables have come off of that. Whole wheat pastas and rices have come off of that. So you have 100, but you still have 100 things that are named as 0 point foods. And it still gives you a decent selection of whole foods that can be used to hashtag bulk it up. So if you haven't been watching this for a million years and you don't know what that is, we talk about hashtag bulk it up a lot. We'll talk about that here more in just a few minutes. But I think that 100 makes a good base for being able to hashtag bulk it up when you're using some of those more convenient foods. I think the recipes are more family friendly, meaning that, let's face it, when you've got enough points in the day to choose copycat, hamburger, helper, casserole, it's easier to get the crowd to go along with you, you know, and just throw in like a excuse me, oh, this isn't going to start. Throw in a low point salad or some green beans or with it. It's just a lot easier to get, you know, if they're kind of a civilian crowd, you know, to get them to go along with you. You have a minimum of 30 points daily, plus the rollovers to enjoy things that are going to save you some time and some trouble, and you'll be able to eat out more. Have some frozen meals, more casseroles and things like that, and more convenience items if you need that as part of your diet. The green plan can also be used for as little as a week, or it can be used for a lifetime. I know lots of people who are very successful on it. And I think it's especially good for people whose families just might not really be ready to do this with you too. Okay, so why would you want to choose green? Anybody, again, that has to balance a family, a job, school, you know, you're go all the time, but you still want to be able to eat some whole foods, and you want to be able to bulk up some of your convenience items that you may need to use frequently. I think this would be a good choice for you. Families, like I just said, it's a great plan for people who have families that want to feel like they're eating more normal food, or they're just not ready to, you know, participate yet. Those who don't like a lot of the 0 point whole foods, which y'all were hilarious on, I guess I put it on Instagram and I put it on Facebook too, on what your top 3 least favorite 0 point foods were. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be all things like tofu, Brussels sprouts, and kale. I mean, that's really what I thought the list was going to be. There were some very interesting things. Like I'm not kidding, probably top 3 most interesting information that I've ever gotten from you all. Don't know what I'll do with that information, but it was really interesting. It was very interesting to read what, you know, what y'all were talking about. And I have some good news for you all here in Knoxville. If you want fresh microgreens, the notification that I just swiped up is a microgreen farm here, and it sounds like they're going to be at our pop-up next week. So if you want some microgreens to hashtag bulk it up, it sounds like they're going to be here. Okay. So I think green is good for people who don't have time to meal prep, don't like to meal prep, maybe don't even like to cook. I know a lot of y'all don't like to cook. You can get that gene, you know, just don't like it. Or if you have to eat out a lot, or if you tend to eat the same or similar things, and, you know, every day, I think green could be a great plan for you. So your perfect green pantry, you know, we did this the last 2 weeks. We did a perfect purple pantry and then a perfect blue pantry. This is I think your perfect green pantry. Again, I'm trying not to have any added preservatives or salt. But green, because I'm using so many more convenience items, if you're having issues with sugar or especially with sodium, kind of keep those in check, because you are probably eating the lowest number of whole foods. So foods that are in their natural state, you're probably eating the lowest number of those of any of the plans. So things that I think are great to keep on hand, convenience foods like frozen meals. I would never, ever eat either of these on purple. They are delicious. This one especially. So this is a lean cuisine Salisbury steak with macaroni and cheese. This one, excuse me, is Smart Ones sesame noodles with vegetables. These are both delicious, but they are also both like 11 or 12 points. I would never, ever eat this on purple or blue. But on green, sure, I would eat this. And then I would add something to it. So as part of your perfect green pantry, I suggest you keep, again, some convenience things. And if you like to cook and you just want more points and need a lower number of 0-point foods, that's okay too. But I keep things like this. These do not have to be refrigerated. These are Libby's cut green beans and diced carrots, and they don't have anything added. Well, they've got a little bit of preservative added, but they don't have any sugar. They have a tiny bit of salt added to them. But these, if I was going to make one of these, then I would hashtag bulk it up with, with some green beans or with some carrots. And honestly, I usually just heat them up and dump all this out into a plate, because I can't stand to eat things out of the box. But these are a great idea for hashtag bulking it up. And if you only have a handful of 0-point foods that you like I know people that only eat like 3 different kinds of vegetables, if green beans and diced carrots is one of them, there you go. Libby's has those in individual containers. And again, they don't have to be refrigerated. They don't, it's a single serve. You open it, heat it up, or just eat it cold if you want to. Add it to something else, and you're good to go. And you haven't opened the entire package. So those are convenience, pre-prepared things. I think Trader Joe's is a fantastic place. The freezer aisle of Trader Joe's, so like the kind of already made meals at Trader Joe's, that's a perfect shopping point. And Aldi is like that too for somebody who is doing green, because you can buy pre-made meals, and it's usually just enough for 2. So you could get like a thing of the orange chicken. You can get, they've got like little meatloaves. They've got all kinds of things that you can get, and then just add some, bulk it up, hashtag bulk it up with some veggies, and add that, and you're good to go. But Trader Joe's and Aldi are fantastic places to get things like that, especially if there's just like 2 people at home, or if it's you and you don't mind having some leftovers. Always fresh fruit like apples, grapes, things like that, bananas, seasonal melon, things like that. Seasonal vegetables are always a great idea, especially if you are a little bit more picky about your produce. If if the reason that you've chosen green is because you want more points, but you have a smaller group of things, you're okay with 100 0-point foods because you are probably only eating 10 or 12, of those things, then seasonal fresh fruits, might be a great thing for you. You might not like canned peaches, but you might love fresh peaches. You never know. Okay. Mushrooms are always a good idea. Pre-prepared things like zucchini squash. I did not have time to chop zucchini squash this week. I needed some zucchini squash. So getting it already pre-chopped, things like this for the vegetables that you will eat, I think that's a great idea, something to keep on hand. Because again, if you're going to do like let's say it's meatloaf night. So if your normal family, wants meatloaf, you could saute some zucchini squash. You can cook these in the air fryer, pop them in there and do it. It's, super easy and super fast. And you can hashtag bulk it up and have something on the side. Frozen fruits and vegetables, I'm always a fan of those. Bagged salads. So again, bagged salads are something I don't purchase a lot of when I'm doing purple. I normally get the salad. I get like, different kinds of lettuces. I'll make my own toppings. I'll do sugar-free dressings. Like the G. Hughes sugar-free dressings are fantastic. I'll do things like that. But when you're doing green, bagged salads are a great convenience item. So like this one is the Dole chopped. It's a chopped salad kit, and this one's sesame Asian, and it's got green leaf lettuce, green cabbage, kale, and this is baby kale. So for you kale haters, this is baby kale. You won't even know it's in there, I promise. Crispy garlic wontons, sesame ginger vinaigrette, sliced almonds, carrots, red cabbage, and green onions. and that's a sesame Asian. And I think this has it's got 3.5 servings, so there's like 3.5 cups in here. And 1 cup with the dressing is 5 Smart Points. That's a great convenience item. Always things like the little applesauce cups, little fruit cups, things like that. String cheese and light cheeses, ham and turkey, sandwich meat, light bread. Those are good. When I'm doing green, I go ahead and buy commercially prepared yogurt instead of making my own. So I'll buy like Activia. I love Activia Black Cherry. It's like my favorite. It's not Greek yogurt, it's just regular yogurt. But oh my gosh, I could almost eat it for dessert. But I will buy things like that when I'm doing green. I'll get instant oatmeal, instead of making my own, instant grits, stringer light cheeses. I think I already said that. Ingredients for lighter point muffins. So you could do like, you could make lightened up banana bread, zucchini bread, things like that. That would be great. And I always have nutritional yeast and extra virgin olive oil on my list. Always, doesn't matter what color plan you are on. So some other convenience foods like crackers. Again, I love cheap peanut butter crackers. I would rather have cheap peanut butter crackers than fancy Ritz crackers out of a package. Now, don't get me wrong, I can eat a spoonful of peanut butter, but instead of doing that, I don't know why I'm like addicted to these. So depending on the brand, these are 6 or 7 points for 6 crackers. That's a perfect convenience food for green. I would never, because with green, you've got a minimum 30 daily points. I would never do this on purple because I just ate up a fourth of my points, for the whole day. But anyway, things like that. Protein bars, so like, different kinds of Quest bars, those would be, perfect. I know a lot of you all do, what are those bars that y'all are always talking about? I don't even know, I've never had them before, but things like that are good. So anyway, some other convenience things. Perfect green recipes. So perfect recipes that are perfect on green. Drizzle Me Skinny, if you go to her, Built Bars. Yeah, I've never even tried one of those. But anyway, if you go to drizzlemeskinny.com, or you can go to her Instagram or whatever, Drizzle Me Skinny. Her name is Kate. She was one of the very first people that I met when I started going on social media with Weight Watchers. And oh my gosh, all of her recipes, I feel like all of her recipes are classic comfort food. Like any day of the week. If you don't feel good, you're sad, watching a movie, whatever, anything from her website would be fantastic for that. So if you're on green, all of her bubble up recipes, they all have tea biscuits in them. And I don't even know how many bubble up recipes she has. Probably, I don't know, I'm going to say 25. I started to say 50. I don't know if there's 50 or not, but all of her bubble up recipes, I promise everyone will love them. All of those would be good. The Batman's chicken, from the IfYouHaveAnEgg.com website, Batman's chicken made with the thighs, I promise you will have none left. We never have leftovers when I make that men's chicken. And when you, excuse me, we're going to make it. We are going to make it. So that men's turkey tenderloin is great. That man's chicken breast, fantastic. That man's chicken with chicken thighs, and when you've got enough points on green to do that, do it. I promise there will be no leftovers. Okay, and then Skinny Taste has a fantastic tuna casserole recipe. I will actually be making that recipe this week. I'm not going to make it right now because we have 10 minutes and we have to draw for Booby prize. But it's fantastic, and I'm gonna shake it up a little bit because I don't have time this week to make the sauce that goes in there. So I did go ahead and got some no yolks, extra broad egg noodles. Much to John's dismay, tuna casserole has to have peas in it. He ain't gonna like that part. Sorry, John. Excuse me. 50% less sodium because I always try to get less sodium and less sugar. Healthy request creamy mushroom, and I got some skipjack tuna to go in it, but I also got some light sour cream, and I got some Velveeta because we're going to be making that this week. But those are perfect recipes when you're on green. And then green on the go, you can still get the same things that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. So like the grilled chicken, it's okay, Liz, I have no idea what you didn't mean. The grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, that's always a good one. But you can branch out and get some of the wraps. You can get some of the salads. Just do not get the avocado ranch dressing if you go to Chick-fil-A. I made that mistake one time. It is fantastic. It is absolutely, it's fantastic. But I think for the entire thing of dressing, it's like 14 or 15 points. So skip that one. Just skip that one. Protein bars, taking them with you. So any of these, take protein bars with you. You can always have these for lunch. This makes a great breakfast with a cup of coffee if you're on green. Pre-popped popcorn like Skinny Pop, and I think I've got some right here maybe. But pre-popped popcorn, rice cakes with a smear of peanut butter or almond butter or something like that. That's a great, that's a great on-the-go option. A sandwich. So you have enough points on green, just make a sandwich. Just make a sandwich and take it with you. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you can even put a piece of Velveeta cheese on there, for 1 point. An original Velveeta slice of cheese is 1 point. At convenience stores, same things. Hard-boiled eggs, bananas, peanut butter crackers, snack bars, flavored water, snack cheese, pickles, kind of the same things. But when you go to restaurants, because you've got a minimum of 30 points in the day, you could get... So you could get some, instead of just grilled chicken all the time, you could get a leaner steak. You could get things that are grilled. Just be careful, even on green. Be super, super careful and make sure that they don't use a butter brush. A lot of times, like steamed broccoli and grilled vegetables and things like that, you have to be super careful and make sure they don't use a butter brush, that they don't drown it, in butter or other things. Okay, so we have about 7 minutes left. Whoa. I got Siri all excited. She thought I was talking to her. I don't know what I said to make her excited, but okay, so on green, and aside from being like super duper excited now about the tuna casserole, I'm super pumped about that. So I'm gonna make this tuna casserole for dinner for this week, and hopefully I can keep John home all week. But I'm gonna make the bagged salad for 3 lunches at work this week. So sounds like I'm gonna be on green this week. Okay, so we have just enough time for anybody who didn't get a chance to hurry. You have like 2 minutes, seriously. Scoot over to Instagram real quick. Go follow If You Have an Egg. Super easy to find. We will make it. Super easy to find us. I'm all over it. Alyssa's all over it. Lots of food. But you are registering for a chance to win. And you don't have to pay anything. There's no fee. There's no whatever. But you're trying for a chance to win one of Casey's awesome boobies for October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We also have a stainless steel. I didn't pick this one up earlier. This is a stainless steel wine tumbler, and notice we put a straw in it because everybody drinks their wine with a straw. But anyway, but it is a stainless steel wine tumbler, and it does have. You can close the top, so if you need to carry your wine with you, if you need to carry it around. Carry it around with you, take it with you, whatever. But you have to go to Instagram to register to win that. Along with that, so you've got a boobie, a hand crocheted boobie from Casey. This it's Daisy Chains Crochets is the name of her business. The wine tumbler, stainless steel wine tumbler, a pink, because you're doing a pink out, a pink fabric bookmark. And I'm telling you, this thing's a lifesaver. It has not, none of my pages are bent. I don't have weird little paperclip marks or whatever. This just slides down over the corner of your, of your pages for your bookmark. And and Melinda says the fancy dishcloth and a wet it cloth. And these things are fantastic for washing cars, washing countertops. I use them to wash my glasses, everything. So, okay. So Sylvia, that means you need to get your daughter to go follow IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or go follow If You Have an Egg over on Instagram. Okay, so I will not be able to see you all commenting for just a few minutes because I'm going to go ahead and put you into the random generator and have it pull an Instagram. So what questions do y'all have about green while I go let this auto generate whoever the winner is going to be? Questions? You have we still got 6 minutes. We still got plenty of time. So everybody go everybody go register. Again, it's on Instagram. It's just If You Have an Egg. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I saw a couple of y'all go over there and do it because I'll be drawing that here in just a minute. But what questions do y'all have about green? Do you have, and you notice I just took off your comments. So hold on just a second. Let's see what comments you have about green. And then I will go over and randomly generate a winner. So the wet it cloths, since we have a minute, the wet it cloths, if you want to use this to clean your glasses, I just take because my glasses stay nasty. I swear I don't touch them. I don't know how this happens because I'm not touching them, but I just take them off and I put, oh no, Melinda says, why does the Halloween shaped Reese cup have points on green? I don't know. We need to find out about that because that doesn't seem right. And Take says, what about fats and oils? I think green can fit them in better. Take, you're exactly right. Fats and oils, you can fit those in better because you have more points. So if your lifestyle, if you need to have fuller fat recipes, and I don't mean fuller fat in a bad way. I'm not talking about you're eating bacon 3 times a day, but if you like to cook with olive oil, if you love to cook with sesame oil, so fats, it doesn't matter if it's butter, sesame oil, olive oil, whatever, that all has points. So any kind of fat like that has points. Even if it's a good fat, it still has points. So if you want to include things like avocado, again, good for you cooking oils, things like that. If you want to use a little real butter, sometimes I much prefer, we talked about things like that before. So, if you want to get some, if you want to get some good, some good fats in, you can, and it's funny because I'm getting your all's notifications where you're entering for the contest, but if you want to get some good fats in, that's a good way to do it. And, so, by using some good for you cooking oils, olive oil, and people think avocado oil, or what's the other one? There's one that people are like, oh, such and such oil, coconut oil. It's so much better for you and it has so much fewer points. It does not have fewer points. I guess there are some health benefits. I don't know, but it does not have fewer points. But yes, green would be a perfect way to be able to fit those things in. You can have some more creamer in your coffee if you want. I mean, it doesn't have to all be packaged, prepackaged foods. But you can just kind of flesh it out a little bit. I still, even when I'm doing green, I still do meatloaf, spaghetti, things like that. I'll do it like half lean ground beef and half ground turkey, or half veggie protein, something like that. So that I still, I know Lynn says coconut oil is really high. It is really high. And people tell me all the time, oh no, it's so much lower. It is not lower. And I'm not kidding you. I had 3 people last week when we were talking about our 3 least favorite 0-point foods. I had 3 people say avocados. People, listen to me. Avocados are not 0. I wish they were. And I said, when they first hired Oprah, I said, oh my gosh, can we write Oprah a letter and have her make avocados 0 points? I think they should be 0. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm abusing avocado unless I'm making guacamole and eating it with chips. Then I expect it to be points. But just slicing an avocado and putting it on a sandwich or some eggs or something. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so it's about time. Oh, it's really time for me to draw. Okay, so let me go over here. So sorry, I just took you all off of comments. So let me go see. Let me do my random generator here. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, so the random generator has chosen Kathie, Kathie 4200. Kath, here I'll make a screenshot so I can remember you. So it's Kathie with a K, Kathie 4200. So if you're here, fantastic, say hooray. If you are not here, I will send you a message and let you know, or congratulate you, or whatever, and let you know. So congratulations, Kathie with the Kathie, and whatever numbers I just read off. Congratulations to you. I'll message you tomorrow so that I can get your address, because you have won the awesome daisy chains crochet booby, the stainless wine tumbler, the bookmark, and the amazing wet-it cloth. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. Y'all are amazing and awesome as usual. Hopefully next week this is going to be even better, but I'm super excited that you all loved the microphone. And again, don't forget the rest of October is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, you know, hug a breast cancer survivor, give them a high five. You know, or like Karen and I missed a walk today. We realized as it was ending, we were going to the same place to walk. But anyway, so everybody have a great week. If you are watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and let the next video roll over. I would love if you would watch it. Don't forget to do your homework. I want other people besides just Lynn to do your homework. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just click this little button down here and go ahead and click the bell, and it'll let you know when we post a new video. But y'all have an amazing and great week, and I'll let you know how the tuna casserole turns out. So y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Good night.